meeting started and be able to meet. Okay. Are we okay?
Okay, go ahead, Lorraine.
Good morning, Sister Guapti Doyate. This is Lorraine Russo, and we are coming from the old agency powwow grounds. This is a gathering of the elderly, and it's a special gathering. This is our first annual meeting that we will be having. And the purpose of these meetings is to update and inform not only the elderly, but all members of the system, Wapitan Oyate. First of all, I want to read a statement from the off reservation members who would like to get involved, have not been able to be here today, and we welcome them to our meeting. The statement reads as follows. We, the off-reservation members of the Sisi-Tuan Wahpetuan Oyate, have come together to address issues that affect us all. The time has come for our people to unite and stand together instead of being divided by on-reservation or off-reservation. The only way to implement real change within our tribe is for us to stand together and demand to be heard as one voice. Oftentimes, the leaders of SWO forget the members who voted them into office. They forget we, the members, are the real voice of our tribe. We delegated our authority to you, the SWO executives and SWO council representatives. You work for us, and it's time the SWO executives and council representatives are all held accountable and responsible for their actions. For years, you all have ignored the voice of the people. For years, there's not been any transparency with tribal funds that belong to all members of the SWO. And too long has it been overlooked because the mentality of the people is it's better to conform than stand and fight. The mindset of ignore and conform is now over. Beginning today and moving forward, we will no longer be silent. We will no longer accept mediocre representation. Our voice will be heard. It has begun with the petitions that are in current circulation regarding equal voting rights for all SWO tribal members on and off the reservation. Um, the Constitution is what I've been referring to as I have involved myself in this fight for equal rights for all members of the SWO, including those off reservation, is Article 9 Bill of Rights, Section 1. All members of the Sisin-Waptin-Oyate shall be accorded equal political rights and equal opportunities to participate in the economic resources and activities of the tribe, and no person shall be denied freedom of conscience, speech, association, or assembly, or due process of law, or the right to petition for the redress of grievances. The members of the tribe shall continue undisturbed in their religious beliefs, and nothing in this revised constitution and bylaws will authorize either the council or the general council to interfere with these traditional religious practices according to their customs. Now that is the Bill of Rights under the Constitution of the Oyate. And that's what we are supposed to be complying with. We're supposed to be adhering to this Bill of Rights. It's your constitutional rights. And this Bill of Rights does not say anything about you cannot have your right to vote if you live off reservation. Doesn't say that. It includes all of our Wiyate. And we need to remember that. Recently there was an attempt to bring a code revision to the election code. The Judicial Committee brought it to council. It was taken out to the districts. It was taken to a public forum through the newspapers where people had the opportunity to write in any comments or concerns regarding that election code. And it was concerned with off-reservation tribal members being able to vote absentee ballot. So it went to council, REB was there, I was there firsthand to observe what happened there. And it was turned down by the tribal council. No vote. Lisa Jackson, the representative from Big Cooley, made the motion. Cheryl Owen from Tokonawa made the second, and I don't recall who questioned, but it was turned down. The only ones that voted for it was Tokonawa, Big Cooley, and Heipa. So it went back to REB, and REB is just appeared, I think it was yesterday at council, and they said that there would be exceptions made to the election code for the coronavirus. Now, the coronavirus is being used as an excuse to do things a little differently, and it should be, as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of people feel the same way, that it needs to be, because of the coronavirus, we really need 100% mail-in ballot. And that's what a resolution that was brought to council stated. But that was not voted on either. So 100% mail-in ballot, I don't think is going to happen. I think it's going to be up to REB to bring it to council again. And to that body, I think council will probably go along with whatever they're proposing. So here's what we think we need to do now. And we do have petitions that allows you to have a voice. And we are asking for a secretariat election so that we can get a quorum of voters and get some of these constitutional amendments changed. The the agenda has been passed out. And what we are attempting to do here today is see where the elders want to go with this. I think it's up to the Kushis and Okanas to come to the forefront of this, what I consider a movement. We've sat back for years. I was reading some of my materials this morning, and back in 2003, we started a coalition because our council, who had just gotten elected, voted to give themselves a $20,000 raise. And even though a lot of people objected, they went ahead and did that. They didn't want to pay any attention to what the voters said. And I think we have to take a stand now. I think the time is right. We have enough people involved. We have off-reservation people that are getting their friends and relatives to sign petitions. We don't have that much involvement from the on-reservation People, there isn't there isn't any reason why we should prohibit our relatives and our friends' authorization from voting absentee. There's no reason whatsoever, as far as I can see. And so we need to remember that the members of this tribe are the real voice for the people. We elect our representatives and we expect that they're going to be representing us in a good way, that they are going to be thinking about us and in our interest when they pass motions, when they pass resolutions. And yet, a lot of times, our voices are not being heard. Our voices are being ignored. And it's time that we, the people, let our voices be heard through these efforts, through these petitions. Now, as most of you know, um, I've been the legislative aide. Um, I am Lorraine Russo. I've been involved in tribal politics. I've done a number of things. I've headed up child protection program. I've been chairman of the gaming commission. Um, I've served on many boards and committees. So I have always been involved, either directly or in the fringes of tribal politics. I'm not a politician. I don't lie to you. I don't try to hide anything from you. I want you to know where I stand at all times. And I've seen the good work that our chairman has done. People say that this group we're all supporting the chairman. I don't know where any of you stand. All I know is you are involved because you want to see some change. So the chairman has been removed, suspended rather, and this happened several days ago. His hearing supposedly is supposed to be on Monday. There's been an injunction filed. We have not heard from the judge as of today. And so that's just an update of what's going on with our chairman. We have a lot of important projects in the works. And I was watching council yesterday on Zoom or YouTube. And a lot of the work that the planning department is doing as far as our building projects are concerned, and concerning the money that's coming in due to the coronavirus stimulus monies, 3 buildings are in the works. And yesterday, all the motions that Mike Roberts brought to the council were passed. So those 3 projects that the chairman had got started, they were things that he wanted to see done. Those are still moving forward. The one that they're all good projects. The jail, a treatment center, long-term treatment center, and a non-acute care facility to be built out where IHS is. And that is going to be conforming to the standards of a regular hospital facility, so that sometime in the future it could be turned into a hospital for our people. And we've long wanted that. We've worked for that years and years and years, and it never happened. Because every time we got to the top of the list for a hospital to be built, we were put back to the bottom because they changed regulations, they changed their guidelines for the funding of these type of facilities. So it's been disheartening. So when we had the opportunity to get a clinic, it was either take a clinic or nothing. So we chose to take our clinic, and it is a nice facility. Yes. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do is, right now, is we're going to do a prayer. And they just brought the food, so we don't want the food to get cold. So we're going to say a prayer for the food, and we're going to eat, and then we can resume our our meeting. Um, so do we have a volunteer for prayer? Okay, well I'll pray for us. Let's bow our heads in prayer. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for this gathering of our elders and others that have come to join us. Lord, we just thank you for the work of our people to make things better for us. Lord, we just ask that you continue to be with us. You continue to guide us, direct us. Lord, continue to bless all of us. Be with those that are with the sick in the hospitals, Lord. Be with those that are away in the armed forces, Lord. Be with those that are incarcerated in our prisons, Lord. Be with the sick and lonely today, Lord. We just ask you to continue to be with us here today, that you give us good hearts and good minds to move forward in the best interest of our tribe, Lord. Give us good hearts and good minds always, Lord. And we never forget where we come from. We never forget that we're a people, that we are a people united today. And Lord, just pray for the future of our tribe. Pray for those young people out there that are hurting. Pray for the hurting families that are addicted to alcohol and drugs, Lord. And I just ask that you be with us again. Ask you to be with us today. Bless us and guide us. Lord, and I ask it for a blessing on the food that's been prepared for us, Lord. Give us good hearts and good souls and good minds today, every day, to stay forward. Christ's name we pray. Amen.